Ladies and gents, the only man with the brains, and the corners big enough to tell you straight on that the EFF is bleeding. Let me present to you Mr. Prince Mashele. Ladies and gentlemen, he talks about the future of the EFF. He puts it so amazing. I don't even have to add anything. So let us go straight into the video.
Let's go back to Floyd, Mr. Floyd Shibambo and Mr. Julius Malema. And what do you think really happened behind the scenes for the split of the EFF? Because it really looked like a very promising party. And I think with these elections, what has just happened was something that nobody sort of expected. Right after that, the split or the DP of the EFF leaving.
Look, it's a serious thing for a deputy president of a party to leave his party. It's very serious. It's not for the first time.
A party that he founded.
A party that he founded. I can give you a few examples if you want a sense of perspective. Mugabe and Mnangagwa in Zim. These people met in jail. They went to the trenches together. They were fighting together. They were comrades. Right? They eventually took power together. And they committed a lot of sins together. At the end of the day, Mnangagwa, the DP, fell out with his president, Mugabe. He had to walk to cross the border from Zim into Mozambique and eventually ended up like on foot, a deputy president, a whole deputy president, because Mugabe wanted to kill him. So this idea that comrades who formed something together can't have a fight, people who think that way, they actually don't know history. You want a closer one? Here in South Africa, Jacob Zuma and Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki has told us that he taught Jacob Zuma how to fire a gun. These people were close during the liberation struggle, very close. And they thought that they could defend each other with their lives. Are they friends today? Bitter enemies. Do you want another example of a political party? Musuali Kota and Mashele in Cope. So now you get it. So Julius and Floyd are not the first. These things happen. People can actually have a personal fallout. This is a personal fallout.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to pause the video, but it's also the same thing between Kenny and Gayton. That brotherhood, what made in jail. I'll give my life for him. I love me some Gayton, but I know it's bogus. You know it's bogus. It's not gonna last. But it's very interesting how Prince Mashele is able to bring all of these things together. This is one of the best political scientists in the country as far as I'm concerned.
Between Floyd and Julius. And it translated itself politically. Floyd may have had a feeling that he is the brain of the party. But the mouthpiece of the party, that is Julius, the president, does not listen to him. And he may have felt that, no. How could this guy not listen to me when I'm actually the strategist behind the scenes? And that may develop into a feeling of animosity. These things happen. But the fact of the matter is, it's not for the first time. And the rest, it's water under the bridge.
How much do you think Obaba, Honorable Jacob Zuma, had to do with that split?
Look, in the first place, Julius Malema and Floyd Shibambo, let's remember, used to insult Obaba together. You must not forget that. And by the way, Jacob Zuma doesn't forget. He knows what Floyd did.
So you think this is revenge?
Of course it is revenge. Of course it is revenge. Jacob Zuma used to play chess, we are told, in Robben Island. Yeah. So he knows what they did, right, to him. And he has found a nice opportunity to split the EFF.
Patience is key, ladies and gentlemen. Patience. If you're a chess player, you know that if you lose, just be patient. Just watch the whole board. Breathe. Take your time. Even with the worst of pieces, if you analyze the whole chessboard and you stay calm, you see everything for what it is. When you get the right time, you play your best move. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it. Jacob Zuma has found an opening. He was patient enough, and now he's going to bleed the EFF dry. Everybody that's going to leave the EFF is because they have been approached by the MK party, and Jacob Zuma has a hand in making all of that happen. He doesn't forget. You know, they say if you ever hit a monkey or an elephant, they don't forget. One day they'll see you, and man.
And fight back. And I can tell you, Julius Malema is feeling the pain. He used to insult Zuma, and now Zuma has got him in a corner. So as far as Zuma is concerned, this is a way of hitting these boys hard. And he has hit Julius very, very hard. And as I said, Julius is feeling the pain. And I can tell you, the EFF will not survive this.
True.
It will die out of this. Even though the MK itself is not a sustainable part. By the way, if you look at the position that they gave Floyd, people are making a lot out of it. It's actually a terrible position to be a national organizer of a part.
Why?
You do the dirty work. You do the dirty work. And by the way, you become the most hated. I have seen a clip, by the way, on Twitter of Floyd in a very chaotic meeting in KZN, being insulted by MK members, by the way, shouting at him. I can look for that, and if you look, you will find that. So Jacob Zuma is very smart. Make this guy a national organizer. He will run around. He will be hated by structures, because where there's chaos, he must go fix that chaos. To set up structures anew is very complicated, and Jacob Zuma knows that Floyd is going to struggle to do that job. It's not a glamorous position that they gave to Floyd.
Yeah. Now, as we continue with our conversation, are you saying that Ubaba knew all along what he was planning for Floyd's future in the MK, or do you think there is some sort of potential good leadership position for him in the future?
No. If you look at...
So he was just put there to just die out?
Yeah, die out. He will die out.
Do you guys believe that as well? Do you guys believe it?
Just look at the structure of the MK, right? The president is Zuma, right? The leader of parliament is who? Is Klopp, right? And then the caucus leader is Jimmy Manyi, someone who comes a long way with Zuma.
Yeah.
Floyd Chimambo is not in that mix in terms of who controls the party. As I said, being a national organizer is actually a very rough job. So he is put there to die out. He will die out. He's not going to last forever in that. And by the way, it will be easy to deal with. In the first place, the biggest component of MK party is KZN. Floyd doesn't come from KZN. What can he organize in KZN? So if he causes some nonsense, they will tell him, no, don't worry, KZN is sorted, it's okay. Go to Limpopo. That's how they will get rid of this guy. KZN is where Zuma is in charge. So Floyd is not going to control structures in KZN. Absolutely not. In any case, by the way, those structures were there before Floyd came in. So he is going to die out. So Zuma is a master when it comes to playing political chess. Floyd is going to learn if he's not aware.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, by none other than Prince Mashele. I respect this man. There was a scandal about him and Mashaba writing a 12 million rands book. But recently, I've seen him criticize Mashaba on his admiration of apartheid and racism now. So really, this is just a capitalist man. He knows that he lives in a capitalist society where you need to make money to survive. But as far as his political thought, I believe it is as objective and impartial as it comes. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think the EFF is going to keep bleeding, and bleeding they will. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here.